on the set.
You gotta wedge that, huh? You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better.
Greystone, travel.
Lucky.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week, and here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
41's the mark. 41.
There you go.
Check 41.
Hey, foxtrot.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
Hey, no.
41's Mike. I got one. Mike, 41.
Hey, exit.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll try the left side. Justice. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Justice. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
And to give this time to the tailback.
I got you, boy.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 2nd down now. It's Watkins trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
Go.
Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. I got you, son. Mike.
Be careful.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Alpha. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go with Brown. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Brown had some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10.
Running right, here's Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1.
Kill.
Topper.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Pittsburgh. Hey, echo. 19.
On 3rd down, Bowman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
70, Indy, General West.
They'll try and run it in with Brown. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it here to Brown. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like a little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Snap.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now Brown. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say would put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he finds Parker here, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Charlie.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sets.
Ready, break.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
I'm coming.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's go one more. Switch. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Hey, lock it.
You don't want none. Switch.
Leo. Fight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how
he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have... We go ahead and force everything either.
I know you felt that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Yo, 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 yo.
Hey! Hit it!
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready? 60 or.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
45. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the twist. Check 24. Check 24. Switch.
Hey, Hayward! Snap!
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
His guys take over first and 10.
Hey, Tucson!
Let's go, Pete!
61, Matchbox Lights!
It's going to be a long day! Say it!
Get it!
On first down, it's Brown, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left on second down now. It's Brown, and he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6 bullet high. 2.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
On first down, Justice fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Hey.
Motion.
They'll keep it on the ground. Justice. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight ends left.
25. Check 25.
Gone.
Check 37.
Check hot route.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 38-yard line.
On the set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
second and
Snap.
On second down, it's Brown. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Ready, set.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Yeah, he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Look at me. Go.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Bang.
Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Undercrush, look at me. Zipper.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
Touchdown, Titans! Hollywood Marquise Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now it's Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Justice. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Y61, matchbox lights. Get it.
On second down now. Justice. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll run it here with Brown. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season as his guys continue to pour it on. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Let's go now. 8, read. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch his flat. Beat Trevor.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a give, right side. Brown. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. It's Brown. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lock. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, Echo.
41 Mike, 41 Mike.
Yep.
41 Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
High 7.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Lock now. Just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 49, check 49.
Check 9, check 9. 41's the mic. 41's the...
Hey, orbit.
Check 41.
Steve Griffin. Steve Griffin.
Block now on first down. Campbell making the catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Looking for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Team 6.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.